and cooperation based on working together to advance the interests of the African National Congress in KwaZulu-Natal.
What does all this mean for the upcoming policy conference of the governing party? We'll talk to analyst Ribone Tao at 5:10. And as the curtain came down on the World Athletics Championships, this quite remarkable thing happened.
Amazon now beginning to come through. So too is Anderson. Toby Amazon, look at the clock. I cannot believe it. She's done it again. 2 world records in one night. And she makes history by becoming Nigeria's first world champion.
So incredible performance by Nigeria's Toby Amazon in the 100-meter hurdles for women. That's on courtesy of Supersport. So lots of medals for African athletes for the third major event in a row, 2 world championships plus an Olympics. South African athletes coming back empty-handed. And not many runners in the finals either. What does that say about the state of our athletics? We'll talk about that to journalist Manfred Seidler at 3:20. In other stories, artist William Kentridge premieres new work in Johannesburg this week. He joins me to talk about it in this half hour. New research shows that our rivers are full of microplastics. What's the cause? Most importantly, what's the remedy, if any? More on that after 5. And here's a question for you that we're going to explore during this hour. Which is worse? A boss who is a workaholic and expects you to be the same, or a boss who is lazy somewhat and expects you to make them look good? Start giving me your thoughts on that. 072 702 1702. Welcome to the show.
702.
Let's walk the talk.
The JSE is flat, but the Rand's doing well. We'll get a full update from Bruce Whitfield at 4:28. Tola Kele Nganga, fresh from her success as a caller predictor, once again, very clear about who's going to win AFCON, and boy was she right. 9 minutes of extra time tested my faith. That was a bit hair-raising. Tshepo Modisane joining us with regular traffic updates, the first in 5 minutes. Maki Molapo back at 3:30 with the news headlines. You're listening to 702 Drive.
702.
Let's walk the talk on 92.7
and 106 FM.
We start off, though, in the courts. One of 3 suspects in the murder case of Hillary Gadi, Sipho Mkachwa, was appearing in the Nelspruit Magistrate Court today and was expected to apply for bail. To talk about what actually happened in the court today so far, we're joined by Zikhona Nshona, Newsroom Africa reporter. Zikhona, welcome and thanks so much for your time. What's happened in the court today?
So Sipho Mkachwa's bail application finally got underway today, John. There's been several postponements in this matter. He's changed legal team. So under the new lawyer, he's trying to file bail. He believes that he should bail. As he says, he is a breadwinner for his family, which includes 5 children. He also says his wife has a newborn child who is less than 2 months old and needed support during this time. Also saying that his wife gave birth prematurely after suffering depression his arrest. He also made a court that he's willing to surrender or hand over one of his properties to the court as assurance that he will be convicted to attending court cases.
Some background, Zikhona, if you could just sketch it out for us. Lots of unhappiness from the family and other people around the way in which this matter is progressing. Is anything going to change in that regard, or is the court case going to grind forward in the way that these cases do?
John, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yes, that's better. Thank you.
Good. Family.
Okay, I think we are struggling with the line there to Zikhona Nshona. We'll try and get her back a little bit later in the show. See if we can get her on a clearer line than that. Still to come on 702 Drive, we are going to be talking, and I think you're going to be hearing quite a bit about this. There is a new movement of health workers, and it includes nurses and people working at that floor level of the hospital service, but it also includes some of the most eminent health leadership in the province of Gauteng. They call themselves the I Am movement. I've read that they have already 7,000 members. And they're challenging both the National Minister and the Premier of Gauteng with their demands for systematic change. Prof. Rudo Matiba is the head of the intensive care unit at the Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital and is my guest at 10 minutes to 5. It's 3:15.
EWN Traffic.
This Eyewitness News traffic is brought to you by Spot On Bets. Wondering what to do once you get home? Check out Spot On Bets for a welcome bonus of up to 3,000 Rand. Of course, when you get home depends substantially on this man, Sejo. How's the traffic?
Yeah, good afternoon, John. Bad traffic, slow traffic already on the M2 East Highway between Boysons Road and the Resick Street off-ramp, all due to an earlier accident. I beg your pardon, it's Joe Slover Drive, so delays between those 2 points. Once again, it's Boysons Road and Joe Slover Drive. Delays of about 15 minutes at least, but beyond that point, traffic is free-flowing and it continues to be like that all the way into Germiston. If you're going to be using Refinery Road to get around the Germiston Primrose areas, and that is the only issue on the highways in the city of Joburg this afternoon. City of Tshwane, we've got ongoing roadworks on both sides of the N4 between Doornpoort and Honorstadpoort. The stage slight delays in the easterly direction. The traffic lights in Lombardy East at the N3 North and London Road are still out, and they're also still out of order at Republic and Jan Smuts in Blackgowrie. Going back to the city of Tshwane in the CBD, Lilian Ngoi, Madiba, as well as Tsamaya and Watloo Road in Mamelodi are all out. I'll be back with more traffic news in about 10 minutes or so.
Spot On Bets, the proudly South African bookmaker, brings you same-day withdrawals, instant live results, and you can deposit using a voucher. Get 40 Rand in bet credits to use on sport and live games, and 100% bonus of up to 3,000 Rand on your first deposit. We're not Dreamcatcher, Crazy Times, soccer, rugby, Sizenza Zonke. We've got it all. Visit spotonbets.co.za and bet on us. Spot On Bets is licensed and governed by the Western Cape Gambling and Racing Board. Not for persons under the age of 18. Winners know when to start. WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
News,
Experts.
analysis,
Where things stand.
what you need to know.
This is 702.
16 minutes past 3. South Africa's Justice Minister Ronald Lamola, just to update you on this by the way, is holding a briefing at the moment on various extradition-related matters that are the country is currently seized with. He's confirmed that prosecutors have started the formal process of extraditing the Gupta brothers from the United Arab Emirates, as well as Pastor Shepard Bushiri and his wife Mary from Malawi. We'll bring you more details of that as that press conference unfolds. But let's turn to this matter. Wits University is marking its centenary this year, and one of the highlights of that program is something taking place this week. It's a production of the acclaimed South African artist William Kentridge. It's called Oh to Believe in Another World. It's on at the Wits Linde Auditorium on the 27th and 28th of July. And the film tells the story of the Soviet Union composer Shostakovich and aspects of his life and his relationship with the state in the Soviet Union. William Kentridge joins us now on 702 Drive. William, welcome and thanks very much for your time.
John, lovely to be with you.
So, but before we talk about your work, you're getting involved with the university in other ways, gifting some of your much desired artwork, which will be sold. You'll be funding art students. Tell us this. I mean, you were a student at Wits. What did you get out of it? What are your memories?
Well, I was at Wits in the early 1970s. Last year, it's coincided with the Soweto uprising, 76. So it was quite a heady time in terms of the sense of politics in South Africa changing, society changing. And I didn't actually study fine art. I studied political science and African history at university. And in fact, for the last 40 years, a lot of the work that I've done has, in one way or another, been based on ideas and thoughts and questions that first appeared when I was an undergraduate, first appeared to me as an undergraduate. So I have a very warm connection to the university.
Yeah.
And particularly also to the Etwatwa Las Vegas University Art Museum, which has